Hello everyone, and welcome to this special edition of Kids Zone, the Christian education moment designed for the entire family. We are here at the International African American Museum, the I Am, in Charleston, South Carolina. And I want to just kind of show you a little bit of this particular space. We are here celebrating Founders Day, and it is important to go to spaces like this, whether it be the library or museums in your local areas, or to come and visit this space here in Charleston. No matter where you're at, everybody needs to come and see this place. It is filled with so much history and knowledge, and what I love most about it is it allows people who may not have the opportunity to be in the Smithsonian or to be at some of the more popular or the widely known museums, for them to be able to kind of tell their story. And so you see folks who've donated different aspects or artifacts from their different families, as well as different historians and people all the way down to farmers can talk about their particular impact in South Carolina, how they're passing on information and helping to bring about our people's liberation. So come and follow me and take a look at this museum. I really like this question here about finding family. Where are you from? Who are your people? A lot of folks during the African slave trade did not get a chance to stay connected. Families were separated, and now we had the family reunions that happens, and that is a way for people to actually come back together. People were tracing back their history, and I met a guy who said that their family started their family reunion after his great-grandmother was able to be reconnected with her children after being separated from them for over 40 years. And so they were now in their older age actually it was longer than that. They found each other in the 1930s, but they had been separated since like the late 1800s. And so it's really interesting to see how people are able to come back and find their way together. Family is such an important part of our history. Voting rights. Okay, this is awesome. This is awesome. This guy, the master blacksmith. Institutions, black institutions, because our churches are some of our strongest institutions, and here in South Carolina now we're talking about Mother Emanuel, but not just Mother Emanuel, the whole entire AME Church is this institution that has been able to be a space for black people. We don't really know all that we really have as far as being able to preserve that and have this great history of a space that we have been able to develop. We develop the rules. We are the ones who are in authority of it, and that has such a great leverage and influence in how we look at the world. It's just crazy that we have to have, it's great that we have museums, but I'm just thinking about how so much history, this right here, 1860 to 1900s, just 40 years they're putting together. And I wonder what they're gonna have to tell about our stories today. Sometimes this might look like a myth or so far along, or so long ago, but it really hasn't been that long ago where people were really fighting for these rights that we enjoy now, like education, to be able to own our land, and people are just giving it up. Oh, that's dope. Small hymnal. 1849. I know, it reminds me of back in the day, it seemed like right before the split of the church, they used to carry them small with them, like piety was a part of it. You see like the Queen and those in England kind of carry those small prayer books with them. What's that woman, the tennis player? Yeah.
Let's go back. So you've got,
That's Amy Zion there. Oh, but it kind of slides. Oh. St. Mark's Somerton, Mother Emanuel. Oh, it's like drone. It's like so many multimedia things that you all are doing.
and that was a major
emphasis here
Yes.
to incorporate technology.
So so the one that exhibit in the middle, is that the one that kind of changes?
That's the changing, yeah.
Okay. How long has that one been?
That's been there now maybe 3 weeks, if
Okay.
3 weeks. And it's changing.
So how do you all find curators?
Oh, we've got curators on site.
Good. Oh, who are on staff?
On staff.
Okay.
On staff.
So I do like.
And then we've got it booked almost up till, I believe, spring of 2025
That
right
was what I
now.
was gonna ask about. Yeah.
But I'm working on a project and trying to find folk to sit around a table to figure out what the sounds of faith will look like, because we definitely want to do more to incorporate faith traditions throughout the museum.
'Cause I'm trying to get back to Brazil.
Okay.
And there is a connection, you know, like they were trading to Brazil before they got here. And I wonder if there's like a sister museum there that kind of talks about the Afro-Brazilian culture that's
Good question. I'm not
Because
sure.
that'll be really interesting to see the connections or the parallels between the stories. Because when I went to Brazil, they were like wide open, like ready to just like be connected like cousins. And that story would be really interesting because there are a lot of similarities. I mean, between like the Portuguese, the Black Portuguese, and us. It's just language is just a big difference.
And we do that. What you'll see on one end, you'll have the points of departure
Yeah.
from the various countries,
Yeah.
and then we'll show the various places that the slaves actually came from. And then on this end, we have points of arrival, and we just don't speak of them arriving here in Charleston, but we speak about all the different ports in which slaves were taken to.
Man, this has been a great experience, just kind of spending time and hanging out in this museum. It is not walking through a place of the dead, it's a place of the living, where you have a living history, a living story. And just like, want to encourage y'all to keep doing your best, living your dreams, striving for excellence, because one day your work, your contributions, your life might be in a museum. And even if it's not, let this be an inspiration to you that you can be the best farmer, you can be the best scientist, you can be the best singer, you can be the best engineer. The sky is the limit. I mean, this beautiful museum goes all the way to showing our fashion, from the beautiful African diaspora all the way down to how we have found ways to build music and to celebrate our culture and one another. Like, this is the best place for me to see Black excellence. And so during this Black History Month, we want to inspire you to continue to do your best and to remember that you can do all things through Christ who will give you the strength. But most importantly, beyond that, that Christ's Spirit is a part of our ancestors and God is a part of the ancestors. And let the divine lead you. And when the divine is leading you by God's Spirit, there is no secret what you can do, because what God has done for others, God will do the same for you. I love you. There's nothing that you can do about it. Have a wonderful week. God bless you, and see you next time.